Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hi, I'm Olivier from Off the Tourist Treadmill.
Exactly 1 year ago, we booked our first cruise on MSC World Europa. So this year we decided why not try another ship. So we've just come back from a cruise on MSC Grandiosa.
And we're going to talk about the good things, the bad things, and the ugly one. And this time there is a lot of bad and ugly.
But before we start, don't forget these are our opinions.
Yes.
We've been on the boat and this is what we thought.
So let's start with the good things. And the first one is the check-in.
It's much quicker than last year. MSC have improved their check-in at Marseille, and we went from the same port last year. And this year we went straight through very quickly when we left our luggage. You get on the boat and instead of hanging around, you go straight to your cabin, and on your cabin door are hanging your MSC cards, which obviously let you into your cabin. Very useful. But also that's how you pay for everything on the boat, and if you go to the shows, to reserve your seats and everything. So those cards were hanging on our cabin door, which made the whole procedure much quicker. You start your cruise immediately. So we thought that was a big improvement and the first really good thing.
The second good thing is the boat. The boat is very nice, and we enjoy to walk inside the boat. So we're going to go through all the facilities you can expect inside this boat. So the first one is completely on the top is a water slide. So we try it.
They were fun. There's 2 water slides. One, you can go down on a single or a double inflatable ring. That was fun. Or there's another way you can go down without anything at all.
So next to the slide, you have the high rope.
Yeah.
Some kind of
high rope course above the ship. And that was great, except we chose the windiest day of all to try it out.
A little bit scary, to be honest.
Yeah. Up there also are the swimming pools.
Yeah, so if you go down, you're starting to have the swimming pool. So the main swimming pools, and you go past the swimming pool, you arrive to the interior swimming pool, where you have jacuzzi, table tennis.
Yeah, the roof goes back on sunny days, which was really nice.
So it's very nice. It's inside, but it's not inside.
And then there's another swimming pool, a smaller swimming pool. It's more like a plunge pool where you can cool off on the back of the boat, which is surrounded by sunbeds, and that's quite a nice area to chill out. So not far from the swimming pools, you're going to find all the kids clubs. There are kids clubs from babies right through to teenagers. They've even got PlayStations and gaming consoles programming stuff going on, and craft clubs and board games. There's loads for children on this boat.
Yeah, there is plenty of program for kids. So if you go with your kid, great choice.
The other thing is the sports court.
Sports court, yeah. So we have a big indoor sport court. So they are playing football, plenty of other games. So that is for adult, kid. We saw plenty of activity.
Yeah. There's a whole bowling arcade. You can book and pay to go bowling. There's a couple of bowling lanes.
That you need to pay for.
And then another thing you have to pay for, but you were almost tempted with,
is a Formula 1 simulations. It looks very great. You are inside the Formula 1 car and you try to drive, but you need to pay for that as well. As well, you're going to find a very nice gym because it's glass and you are looking at the back of the ship. So you have a nice view when you are doing your sport.
Yeah, but I'd be more interested in the view than doing the sport, but that's me. What else do we have on the boat? We had a spa. There is a spa with a couple of jacuzzis in it. There isn't a swimming pool in it. There's steam room, sauna room, cold area. There's quite a big spa that also offers treatments on the boat.
But we're going to come back for the spa later in the bad things.
Yeah, don't miss that. Yeah. Then what else do we have?
All the specialty restaurant and the bar, champagne bar, you have plenty of different specialty restaurants. So specialty restaurant mean you need to pay for that. So you have steakhouse, Japanese, tacos, plenty of different choices if you want to change of your routine to go to the restaurant or not.
Yeah, and of course there's lots of shops on board as well. We should say that, not far from the specialty restaurants. You can buy jewellery, handbags, clothes, MSC branded stuff. There's, in the evenings it's quite nice to browse around the shops.
And after we have as well LED roof, who are very great.
Yeah, and there are 2 theatres on board.
2 theatres. When we say 2, it's just 1.
But we'll come back to that later.
The other one is different.
Yep. So there's 2 theatres on board for shows. And finally, there's the casino. So if you want to have a bit of a gamble on board, there's a very large casino with roulette tables, card tables, slot machines, anything you could wish for, really, with a bar in there as well. So a couple of our favourite facilities on the boat. Mine, I really, really like the fact that you can walk around outside a lot of the boat on MSC Grandiosa. And there's also a running track around the boat. So I really like being able to get out there in the sunset and walk around the boat. That was really nice.
Yes, it's very well done. And as well, to come back to the LCD roof is amazing because around 8 o'clock each night, they change. It's like to be...
It's like a mini show.
It's a mini show. So you have Chapel Sistine, you have the stars, the space, and they do that very well.
Yeah, so that's definitely a thing worth looking out for. And all day it changes. So you have different roof at different times of day in the main promenade on the boat.
And when you leave the boat, it changes as well. All the crew say goodbye.
They also welcomed you as well.
Welcome you, yeah. So it's nice. Another good thing is all the bar, and on each bar there is different ambience with people are playing music for you or singing and people are dancing.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's very lovely.
Yeah, that gave a great atmosphere to the boat. And we also found, don't miss this if you're on the MSC Grandiosa, there's an adult-only bar at the top of the ship with great views, especially at sunset. It's really cosy, the staff are friendly, and there's a jazz sort of pianist and bass player, and they alternate with a duo who play more modern music. It was really, really nice vibe up there, and we really enjoyed spending our evenings up there.
But the best of the best things we had, we get an upgrade of our cabin. So we wanted to take an interior cabin to share with you how it looks like interior cabin, but we get an upgrade to
the deluxe balcony cabin. So if you want to find out how we managed to get our upgrade, please subscribe, follow along with us and watch our new video about that that's coming soon. And now it's time for the bad things. So we're going to start with coffee. This is really important.
For me, it's very important to have my coffee morning. We can't have it in the room. There is no coffee machine. So we need to go somewhere. And when we get out to visit a town, I like to take my coffee in the bar beforehand, and we grab in same time some water, some sodas to go to excursions, because we have the free package, so we enjoy that. But the big problem with this boat, there is just 2 bars open. One in the 5th floor, that is good because it's next to the exit, but the other one is on the
16th floor outside.
So imagine every morning a lot of people wanted to do the same thing as us, and you have a big queue as the bar of the 5th floor. The second bad thing is about the drinks. And we have the drink package, so it doesn't concern us. But if you don't have the drink package, you need to be very careful, because the price written on the menu everywhere, you need to add 15% on top of the price.
Service charge.
Service charge, because that's service charge.
So that can add up.
It can add up very quick.
We hadn't realised that, have we?
So we have the drink package, but another thing is, even if you have the drink package, all the drinks you have inside your cabin minibar are not included.
So we have a little hack for that. I mean, it's a bit ridiculous if you've got an easy drinks package or whatever package that your minibar's not included. But basically, we empty our minibar. We put all the drinks on one of the shelves in the cabin, and of course we go and ask for water, sodas throughout the day, whatever we want on board, and we just fill our mini fridge in our cabin up with that. So if we want to go and relax on our balcony with a drink, we have it in our minibar, our homemade minibar. But beware the 15% service charge if you don't have a drinks package. So, unfortunately, another bad thing about our cruise on MSC Grandiosa, that there is no longer a printed programme on your bed delivered to your cabin in the evening. They have replaced this. In your cabin, you will find a QR code on a piece of paper, and you're expected to scan that. And on your mobile or your tablet, you are expected to look at the printed programme on that. The problem is, it used to come printed on your bed during the evening, but now the QR code is not available till after midnight. So actually, you can't read it in bed. You're obliged to wake up early in the morning, and if you want to know what's going on in the boat, you need to read it first thing in the morning.
So if you have a good activity first things in the morning, you miss it because you're not aware.
So we thought this was
I don't understand.
no.
Because why we need to use our phone when it doesn't need. And it's the same system in the restaurant. There is no menu anymore. So on the table you have a QR code. So you flash a QR code and you need to scroll. So it's not very sociable with your partner. You both are looking the phone to look in the menu. I don't think it's very nice.
No, especially when you're in a restaurant, you're meant to be having an experience, and it just spoilt it really.
When the waitress came with the menu, the experience starts, but we need to do ourselves with the phone. I don't like that. Sorry, MSC, I don't like it. So what we think is not very good is attention to details. There is a lot of inconsistency on this boat. Sometimes everything is perfect, but most of the time it's always missing something.
So take, for example, breakfast in the restaurant in the morning. So you had to ask several times if you want a specialty coffee from your drinks package, and you had to wait quite a long time to get it. I like tea in the morning, and obviously in Europe they don't tend to put milk in their tea. Well, I'm English, I like milk in my tea. If I could get it, it turned up in a cup, or it was just poured out or something. Only once did I get it in a little jug. Things like sometimes there were 8 of us on a table and only 6 bread rolls would arrive, or the plates were all scratched. And
that we're going to come after that for the dining, because that is a very bad point for this boat, the food.
Yeah, but there was just lots of small
details you think
should be right.
Since they run this boat, they should be okay. Everything needs to be smooth. Who was in World Europa, but not on this one? I don't know what's happened. Maybe it's problem of manager. I don't know. But it's not smooth.
It's not running like clockwork. It's like you have to ask for a lot of things when you're in the restaurant that should be on the table, really. Butter,
we don't need to ask for butter. It should be come from the table magically.
But anyway, as we said, it's attention to detail. It's just some small things that weren't consistent.
But small thing plus small thing plus small things make your experience bad.
So linked to that is the staff. I have to say, the staff on MSC Grandiosa, there are some brilliant staff here, but there were equally some that weren't so friendly. There's quite a lot of staff standing around while other staff were doing a lot of work. It was really a bit bizarre. We saw waiters talking about their tips right by us as guests on a table.
That's how we should do to get more tips.
Yeah, there were managers. We heard managers in the restaurant arguing or being cross with waiters in front of the guests. We just thought it was all a bit unprofessional, and it goes to that lack of attention to detail and service that we were just talking about, really. Yeah. And it was just a bit disappointing and a bit embarrassing sometimes to have to listen to that as a guest on the boat. As a paying customer, I shouldn't need to listen to that.
They need to go to the corner to argue together, not in the middle of the dining room.
Yeah. And it just...
that is not professional.
No.
Another point about details is the cleaning. I don't understand. A lot of people were on the upper deck to watch sunset. When we arrived there, what we saw, people cleaning with a lot of water the deck, when people are standing there to take picture of the sunset.
Yeah, so it's kind of the staff are getting in the way with their duties with paying customers, which we have to say, we just didn't see it on MSC World Europa.
I never see someone to clean.
The boat was spotless, but we didn't see anybody cleaning. And that wasn't, the boat wasn't filthy. Please don't think that it is. But it was small things like fingerprints on the glass. The sofa in our cabin had sort of stains on it. And it wasn't that our cabin otherwise was very clean. It wasn't dirty, but it's just, it comes back to that attention to detail. Cigarette trays not being emptied, used glasses not being collected very frequently.
In the same time, you see people who are working there doing nothing.
And others who are working really, really, really hard. It seems to be an imbalance somewhere.
Number of staff is correct, but half of them chat.
So anyway, just our observation, and that's what we felt really about the cleaning situation.
What is upset us as well is during the sea days. So we have one sea day and the boat was overcrowded everywhere. The difficulty to find
a
sunbed.
sunbed.
We
Yep.
need to wait someone get out to find a sunbed.
Pounce on their sunbed.
Yeah.
Well, it was quite horrible, and we made the mistake of going to the buffet breakfast. Clearly didn't time it right or didn't think this through, but it was just impossible, wasn't
Impossible.
it? We ended up just taking a few pastries from one of the bars because it was just impossible. It was just horrible. So it was really weird because on the MSC World Europa, people are frightened because it's a bigger boat, but it's a bigger boat, but it only has about 400 passengers. And the sea day on MSC World Europa
Perfect.
was fine. You could find a sunbed, no problems at all.
And instead to have one grand buffet, they have two grand buffets. They open two grand buffets.
Yeah.
And we never have any kind of issue with that.
Yeah.
But on this one, not good at all. And another thing, the shows. I think the shows are a little bit outdated.
Yeah.
It's quite an old-fashioned show. And
for our taste, really.
For my taste, for Sarah's taste, but for other people, it was brilliant.
Yeah.
But
the best show we had was probably the ABBA one.
Otherwise, it's quite a low magic trick, some things. Well, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's free, it's okay. But not our...
The experience on MSC World Europa, that was
amazing show. Yeah.
So before we move on to the ugly things, and we have to say this time, there's a few.
More than one.
If you like what we do, we are independent. We are not paid by MSC Cruises. We literally go on them. We enjoyed the cruises, and we're just trying to give a fair and honest review of our experience. This is our thoughts. If you like that kind of content, please like and subscribe to our channel because it's free for you to do, and it just gives us a boost, and we feel okay, there's people out there who like our content and encourage us to keep making it for you, really. So, ugly things about this cruise.
Ugly things. There is more than one, as I said before. But the first one is the theaters. So when you book your cruise, they say the show is included to your package, like the swimming pool, like the restaurant, everything. But when you arrive to MSC Grandiosa, you notice there is one theatre you need to pay for.
So the Carousel Lounge, I think it's called.
Right. So you need to pay to see a different show. On the back of the ship, there is one area, it's closed. We managed to film a little bit when it was open, but it's closed and you need to pay to go there. And it's part of the show, experience, I guess. So I don't understand why we need to pay for that. I understand you need to pay for bowling or Formula card because that is not included in our package when you buy it. But when you buy it, they say show included. Obviously, it's not.
No. And it was, and its price, it was about €15. Plus, don't forget, you need to pay that 15% service charge
if you don't have the package.
So it seems to me it's like the specialty restaurant.
It is a specialty restaurant.
Then this MSC seems to be going away from more of an all-inclusive to it's a cruise with quite a lot of add-ons. So don't be fooled by that.
Well, the next ugly things we experience in this MSC Grandiosa ships is a spa. Well, spa, it looks lovely on the pictures, it's nice inside, it's quite nice. I think it's a little bit simple, it's just a steam room and some bubble.
I thought it was quite nice, to be fair.
Nice.
I thought it was quite nice. Let's put this in perspective. We decided not to get off the boat in Naples because we visited before and we didn't want to take an excursion to Pompeii because personally we want to do that independently so we have more time then, we're not rushed. So I thought it'd be nice. Olivia's had a birthday not long ago. I thought, be nice, let's take him to the spa because I thought it looked quite nice. Unfortunately, when we got there, we got changed.
First, I have problem with my locker. So I called the guy, they said, I don't know. I said, I'm not working. Not working there. If you don't know who is knowing, I was working. So I went on my swimming costume outside to find another lady who can explain me how it's looking. So I said, it's exactly what I said. She replied to me, yes, we know, there is plenty of locker, it's not working.
again, it comes down to this lack of attention to detail. They know there's lockers that don't work.
They're not working.
There's no signs on them. There's nobody's fixing them. So we thought that was a bit weird. Anyway, we get changed. We go into the spa. Did feel it was a bit chilly. We had done a visit before and it all looked nice. It was all working. It was a bit chilly walking around. Anyway, Olivier loves the sauna.
So I opened the door of the sauna. It was cold.
So we looked for a button. We thought maybe we have to do something.
No.
Nothing. So I go to the...
We do the steam room. No steam, nothing. It's cold. Everywhere was
except
cold.
the jacuzzi was
warmish. Jacuzzi was warmish.
Not as warm as the jacuzzi.
The free jacuzzi are better than this one.
Because don't forget, you paid to go to the spa. It's not included in the trip of the cost of your cruise.
So I said, it's not working. Let's complain. So they complained. They came to see, yes, you're right, it's not working. I said, but it's 9:30. So what time do you open? 7:30. I said, from 9:30, 7:30, you are 10 people waiting there. Nobody noticed. Nobody check if it's working or not.
So basically, we asked for a refund because, we'd actually missed the day. We could have got off the boat in Naples. By then, it was like late morning. So we've missed going out, so we're a bit annoyed. We spoke to the manager. To be honest, comes back to the staff. He didn't handle our complaint very well. Anyway, we did get a refund, but it's just this lack of attention to detail. There was no sign at the entrance. We understand that machines go wrong and technicians need to be cool. Of course things go wrong, but somebody should have checked in the morning, attention to detail, and if something wasn't working, they should have a sign up to warn your guests. That's customer service. Please come back in roughly 1 hour when we have the problem fixed. But there was nothing. Very strange.
The problem, they were there since 7:30. No one realized nothing was working till we complained at 9:30. What they did, all these ladies there for 2 hours.
No one noticed.
If no one noticed it, no one checked before.
But it's what we say. It comes back to staff, training, lack of attention, as far as we're concerned. Anyway, enough said about the spa.
I love my food. And on these cruises, I was very disappointed with the presentation of the food. It was a nightmare. I think I look all my picture I took from the restaurant, all the presentation of assiette and everything. I think I found no pictures of a plate without a chip, a mark, or the sauce everywhere.
Splattered everywhere.
It looks like they take the plate, like the curtain, they put in, poof, like that, poof, your steak on top, throw away, you travel, I don't know where, you arrive, your plate is a big mess. And
we were just so surprised and so disappointed because the food and presentation on MSC World Europa was excellent. We could say nothing about it. It came out looking beautiful, the crockery was pristine, but that just wasn't our experience in the restaurants on MSC World Europa. In fact, the buffet food was better presented and I could put it on my plate and make it look better than what was coming out of the kitchen to the restaurant on MSC Grandiosa, which makes no sense.
And it surprised us why the dining room wasn't full each evening.
Yeah.
And I think we're starting to understand why, because people maybe have a better experience. It was quicker, same taste, and maybe better, and it's easier to go to buffet. We go to the restaurant to have a service, a quality of service on the plate, on the waitress, everything. When that's starting to be wrong, why wasting 2 hours of your time?
Because don't forget, we have to say, as Olivia said, the taste of the food, there's nothing wrong with the taste of it. We had one meal that was one dish that was bland, I would say, out of the week's cruise. But the taste was good. The presentation was not there. You also had the thing with the QR codes, no menus. And also you had the lack of attention to detail and the sort of service issues. So really, all in all, it added up to quite a big, ugly thing for us on the boat.
Not a good experience. We love food. We go often to restaurant. Well, not often, but we go to restaurant. We love to have not quantity, but quality food, nice presented in the plate. What we had in World Europa, but on this one,
No.
the plate, you eat your plate with your eyes first. It's always what I said. And when you see mushy things coming to your plate,
it's just not appetizing, is
you
it?
don't need that.
You eat with your eyes. And in fact, we had some of the same dishes on World Europa. So we have photos from when we were on World Europa last year to MSC Grandiosa this year. And, you know, they're completely different how they look. So anyway, it was a big, ugly thing for us and a big disappointing part of our cruise.
Yes, I was proud to show the pictures of the food of the World Europa last year to my family. This year I didn't show it. Because even the plate is not, the plate is clean.
It's scratched.
It's scratched, there is some black. And all the picture I didn't find one plate who are correct. So maybe you need to change all your plate and maybe you need to do something.
So now for the ugliest thing about our cruise on MSC Grandiosa, and it is linked to food. So we were very excited to receive a special invitation to a special lunch, it said. It was actually on the sea day, and it was for returning MSC customers.
When your cards become black, gold, diamond, compared to the white one, the first one,
we got invited to this special lunch.
You have some kind of perk they gave to you.
And it was on the sea day, and we were on a table with other customers. And some of them had the same card as us. They'd been on, a few cruises. Some had gold cards. Some had, as Olivier said, diamond cards. And some of them had black cards. They'd done a lot of travelling with MSC. And we all were together for this special lunch. Well, I mean, we were already disappointed by the presentation of the food. But considering this was a special meal to try and encourage loyalty and for people to go back and book another cruise and for loyal customers, we couldn't believe what we were served as food.
It was so stupid. You have the picture now on the screen. Sarah asked a Caesar salad as a main because she wasn't too hungry.
So it was on the available any time, and I thought it was a main course, but the waiter did tell me, it's an entree. But he said you can have it as a main course. So of course I assumed that they'd just make a bit of a bigger salad, put two together, and I'd be served that. But no, I had a tiny bowl of Caesar salad. Tasted nice, but it wasn't very much.
So the lady in front of me asked for the trout.
Trout, yes. Trout. Yeah.
And she have 2 fillets of trout, just with a little bit of sauce.
And that was it?
That's it. No vegetable, nothing else. So
she wasn't even offered that when
she asked for the waiter, say, can I have some chips or something with? He said, yes, you can, but they're going to make a lot of time.
And they never turned up.
And she said, okay, can I have it? Yes.
Well.
We arrived to the dessert and finished. The chips never came to the table.
No.
Same thing, we are 8 in the table. We need to ask for water.
And the bread.
And the bread. The worst thing is the bread. The guys came with the bread. We are 8 on the table with 6 small pieces of bread.
Couldn't even count.
So anything, if you listen to me, if you want people to return to your cruise and you offer a welcome back experience,
special lunch,
please make it experience, please show us what you can do. Because if you can do that, I'm not going to come back to your company.
So to sum it up, obviously this cruise on MSC Grandiosa, we've had some really good things, some bad things, but there unfortunately are some ugly things. So to be honest, it all comes down, we think, to a lack of attention to detail.
Yes. And if we pay the full price, I think I will be very upset with MSC.
Yeah, we got quite a good deal.
We got a good deal. As Sarah said, if you want to know how we did it, how to find the cheapest cruises, follow us, subscribe. We're going to have a video about that. But overall, as Sarah said, the boat is nice. We had a pleasant week.
Nice week.
Last week. Not as we expected compared to the other cruise we did with them. Now, are we going to book with them in the future? I think I want to try to change company now.
And see what someone else has to offer.
To see what...
Because we felt it was a bit like a fast food burger. You had that analogy, and it's true. It looks great in the advertisement, doesn't it, on the telly?
When they do on the telly, you have a nice burger with nice picture. You order on the shop, you have something very small.
And when you actually go there...
And I think MSC going this way now. So they do nice video, nice scenes. It looks very nice. But what you receive, maybe it's because of some people inside this boat.
Or cost cutting, we don't know.
I don't know. I'm not a MSC person. I don't mind, to be honest. I just experience, and I just told you what I experience as customers.
Yeah.
So yes, next time we probably go into another company. So if you have good suggestions for us to try,
please let us know in the comments.
We're going to go there, we're going to experience, and we're going to do video about it as well. So don't forget to subscribe to don't miss any kind of tips about the cruises, because we have plenty of other videos coming soon. And Tom's, that is help us, and he show us you are behind us.
With our independent thoughts on cruises.
And
that's it.
Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
Say bye for now.
Bye.